Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Just for Kicks, and welcome to MooshySMP. Just wanted to give you a quick little tour of our spawn area. When you spawn, you're going to be faced this way, and you'll see all of our little NPCs standing around here. You can see a lot about the server just by checking out all the different NPCs here. I'll go ahead and go through all of them so you can kind of see what plugins we have and what we have to offer here. Let's go start over here with the random teleport. You just right click him and it'll open up a menu. It'll teleport you to a random place in the world, to the nether or to the end. Pretty useful for some quick travel once you want to leave spawn. We'll also have a safe zone that I'll show you later. You just right click on him and he'll take you to the safe zone. Raiding is disabled there. Same with like TNT, explosions, hostile mobs, and stuff like that. So PvP is also disabled. So safe spot, if you just want to build, that's a great spot to go. And we can check out the safe zone a little bit later. Next is going to be our shop. You right click on the shop. We have some essentials, just some random totems, some crystals, some potions. We rotate this stuff out every once in a while just to keep it fresh. We have community pick, so there's some blocks that our community has requested that we throw in here, so this rotates out too. Right now it looks like we have some pale oak stuff going, and I think prismarine will be next in the rotation. Also have some redstone and some skulk sensors. And that's our /shop. And all the commands how to access this if you don't want to come to spawn are underneath these, just for you to use. Familiars. We have all these, this custom plugin familiars. You gain these shards in our Warzone world. And so you can see here, like here's the Mooshy pet. One of my favorites, of course, not biased. But I have 39 out of 100 of these shards, and it's legendary. And you can see in the bottom, you get haste 1 when it's equipped. And then you get saturation pulses every 50, with a 15-second cooldown. And you can level them up as you gain more shards. Just kind of like a cool thing to add to PvP. And just quality of life in general. You can see a bunch of different stuff. This one doubles your crop chances, faster movement on soul and slime blocks. So they all have different abilities. Check them out. Some are kind of OP, but they're hard to get, mainly for like our PvPers. And then some are more basic, like your turtle. You get water breathing. They have cooldowns. We balance them accordingly. But yeah, this is our familiars, and you could do /familiars to view those. We have raiding in our wilderness, and so this is just the raid fuel recipes and how to craft it. You can also get this fuel inside of the war zone, and you'll need Mooshy Boom and Mooshy Drill Pick in order to raid, and this is what the drill pick consumes while raiding. I'll make another video on raiding in the future, but for now that's /fuel recipe. Here's our Mooshy shop. So when you're at spawn AFKing, we have a nice little AFK zone over there made by one of our players, Otter. I'll check that out in a little bit. But you'll AFK, you get 1 per minute. We call them Mooshies. Some other servers call them shards. So you get 1 a minute, and we have some stuff that you can purchase here. We have all these tags. A lot of them are just requested by the community. We have like tons of pages. You can just keep going. And then you can spend your Mooshies on some cool tags, make your name a little unique. We have boosters that you can buy. I think it's like 2 times and 4 times for different durations. And so if you're AFKing for a while, definitely buy a booster. Get your Mooshies worth. We have smart spawners here too. So when you buy a spawner, it doesn't actually spawn the mob. It'll just give you the drops and the XP. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to make any mob traps or stuff like that. So here's like a mushroom spawner, for instance. You get 2 to 4 raw beef every minute, and then 0 to 1 leather. That's 60% chance, and then 3 experience. So these drops are per minute. You can see 7,500 Mooshies here, 5,800 here. So we're balancing this out. We keep track of everyone's Mooshie gain, so we can check there and make sure that's fair. In the future, we are going to be moving spawners out of here and into the normal shop. So you'll just buy this with like in-game money instead of Mooshies, just so people can't AFK for spawners. But right now, that's where it's at. It's the new server, so we're just kind of going through and adjusting as necessary. The last thing is the pets. So we have almost every vanilla mob in here that you can purchase as a pet. These ones are pretty more expensive, so you got to work and grind for these just to encourage people to play. We do have a familiar that lets you gain Mooshys anywhere, so you don't have to be stuck in spawn. You can grind for that Mooshy pet and then gain these everywhere. But yeah, you can get pets, and then you just do /pet, and you have your pets here. Let's do a bee. I spawn my little bee pet. He'll follow you around. You can right click, you can ride them, put them on a hat, rename them, do a bunch of different silly stuff. But yeah, that is our Mooshy shop that you can check out here with /Mooshy shop. Next is our Mooshy Black Market. It's just /sell. This is for when you're first starting. You can sell items here. You do /sell. You drag an item into here and then exit, and then it'll sell it. And down here, you will level up your tiers. So the more you sell, the more money you're going to get when you sell those items in the future. Just a cool little thing. Just /sell to the server, and then that kind of goes into our buy orders. If you have, like, let's say you want 10,000 stone, you can come in here and place an order. I'll have another video in the future showing you like what to do, how to use all of these, but right now I just kind of wanted to give a little overview of our spawn area. So yeah, /orders for bulk orders of stuff, and then other players can fulfill those orders, and then you pay them, so you don't have to farm if someone else wants to farm. Next is our auction house. Still a little quiet here, but this is where you'll sell some of your more rare items that you aren't going to just want to /sell. It could be gear, elytra, stuff like that. So this is the auction house, and then players bid for it, and then it'll sell to the highest bidder once that one's done, I believe. And that's our auction house /AH. We have two types of rewards. So if you click on this guy, you'll just get your daily reward, and you'll get a daily key. I'll show you those keys in a second. And then next you can do /rewards, and then that'll open up our daily rewards. So right now we have 30. It just finished. I think we started this at the beginning or the mid of last month. So we're due to add another 30 days. There's some cool stuff in here. We have like custom gear. You can get a custom gear set out of here. Stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, but it definitely pays to log on every day and at least claim your rewards. And then yeah, /reward open is for that daily where you get keys. And then /rewards is for the 30 days. Next is Discord. We have a very cool Discord server. We're almost at 400 members. It's discord.gg/MooshySMP. Yep, pretty simple. You can just click on this little guy. One of our players actually modeled this one for us after a skin that was on Skindex. So we got a little mushroom themed Wumbus, I think his name is. And then our server shop, you click it, and it'll go to our web store, just store.MooshySMP.com. I can make a future video on that. Right now we just sell one rank. It's called Mooshy Plus. Gives you some quality of life stuff. We're never going to sell gear or stuff like that. Anything that affects gameplay. It'll be purely like cosmetic or quality of life stuff like that. We try our best to be non-pay to win, so we're not going to give people gear, let them pay for gear. We're just here to have some fun. And then we already did RTP, so that is the NPCs at spawn. Now let's go down here. This is a new area that I just was working on. And ignore these guys. We have leaderboards coming soon, so these are just a few placeholders. They're going to have their own spot here, and it's going to show the player's skin. So you'll be able to see who's doing what in some of these different, like time played, Bal top, Mooshy's top, maybe most deaths. I think that'd be fun, but stuff like that. So they're just chilling here for now, holding down the fort. These are our warps down here. If you can see, we're in the warp section. Here's the first one, Warp Market, and it'll take you to our player shops. We have a whole separate map for it. There's 48 shops that you can rent and sell your items, and it's /Warp Market to get to that one. Safe zone I talked about earlier. We'll remove that one over there and make sure all the warps are over here. And that's your warp safe zone /warp safe zone. And then /warp PvP will take you to our Warzone world. You can fight for airdrops. There's beacon crates that are 5-minute time that you have to fight over and defend while they time down. And then Warp Town is going to take you, it's in the safe zone, but we're working on a community town there. Everyone has their little area that they're building in, and then we connect it all with a cool little path. Working on there, starting a Mushi Castle. So if you want to come, definitely jump on and help us with that. And last is Warp Parkour. We're still setting this up. It does work if you go there, but we have to disable like elytras and stuff like that. But we do have, I think there's 5 or 6 different little parkour arenas. We'll add those in the future, add waypoints, stuff like that. But people were requesting some parkour, so we added that in. And, ooh, this one is coming soon, so you have to stand by for that one. We have some exciting stuff coming, so that'll warp you to that new, our new little adventure thing we're working on. Coming to this side, we have to say hi to Frederick. He guards our mushroom portal. Right now it's closed because people were pushing people into Warzone, so now you just have to warp there. We're going to repurpose this, and we'll make it something else in the future. But yeah, say hi to Frederick. He's guarding the fort. We have a miner for a future update. He's just chilling for now. And then we also have this guy with slash skills. So a little bit by MCMO, a little bit dialed down though. You have your PvP skills and your PvE skills. So as you'll go through, you can see you progress each one, and there's a roadmap, and you'll level them up. And you can see all the stuff here. Farming, wood cutting, fishing, excavating, mining, agility, armor, crossbow, bow. Unarmed, there's no fist, so right now it's just a mace, but we'll switch that. But yeah, you can do unarmed and unarm your enemies. It's pretty cool. That was one of my favorite things from MCMMO back in the day. We have axes and we have swords, and then same thing for PvE. And then we have custom fishing. So you start and you can just get a lot of trash and it doesn't sell for very much, but if you continue fishing, you'll level up and you can get some pretty legendary items. You can see this one's selling for 75,000 almost, so it's pretty cool. I think that's it for a little spawn area over here. A couple more NPCs spread out. That's our main castle. Nothing there right now, but stay tuned. We're have some plans for that one. Last is our AFK zone, made by one of our helpers, Otter. We had a building competition, and this is the one that won. And so, right now you gain Mooshis anywhere when you're in spawn, but in the future you're going to have to be on this little island. And then here's our little mascots here. Just a cute little area. You can sit anywhere and you'll gain your Mooshis. Just a chill spot for people who are going to be away for a little bit. They can just AFK here and say hi to our villagers. And that's our AFK zone and our NPCs and our warps. We're constantly adding stuff, but I wanted to give like a little tour for newer players just so you can kind of see what all this stuff is. I know it can be a little bit overwhelming, but it does its purpose, and we're happy with it. We're always updating the spawn, and I think it's come a long way from when it first started. But yeah, that's just wanted to make a quick little video showing off spawn and MooshySMP a little bit. And that's it. I will catch